CIA Triad is not about any intelligence agency. The CIA Triad is the most important model in cybersecurity, a model that underlies every firewall rule, every password policy, and every security decision a company makes. In today's video, we'll break down the three parts of the CIA Triad in depth, look at multiple real-world and practical examples for each, and see how the three work together or sometimes conflict with each other. Watch until the end, because we'll tie the whole concept together with a real case study at the end. CIA Triad is a collection of three core principles that together form the foundation of cybersecurity. These three are confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Why is it so important? Because whenever a security tool is designed, whenever a policy is written, whenever an incident response plan is created, it is actually done to protect at least one of these three. Understanding these three principles means understanding the entire thinking of cybersecurity. Let's take a deeper look at each one. This video is for educational and cybersecurity awareness purposes only. No information displayed here is intended for illegal use. Confidentiality means that only authorized individuals or systems can access specific information. No unauthorized person should be able to see or obtain that information. Simply put, it ensures that secret things remain secret. Suppose you are admitted to the hospital. Your medical records can only be seen by you, your doctor, and the assigned nurse. No one else can see this information without permission. This is confidentiality. The second example is online banking. Confidentiality ensures that only you can see your balance, transaction history, and account information. Bank employees also have access to only the information they need, according to role-based access control RBACs. Now let's see how confidentiality is implemented in practice. Encryption encrypts data in such a way that no one can read it without the right key. Access control determines who can see or use what information. Authentication ensures that the person logging in is indeed an authorized user. And data classification divides data into categories: public, internal, confidential, and restricted, so that appropriate security can be applied to each. When confidentiality is breached, it is called a data breach. In 2017, the Equifax data breach exposed the personal information of nearly 147 million people. This was a major example of a confidentiality failure. Such incidents can lead to identity theft, financial fraud, and major financial losses. Integrity means that data remains accurate, complete, and unchanged unless an authorized person intentionally and legally changes it. Simply put, it ensures that no one can illegally manipulate the data. Say you're sending $100 to a friend from the bank. Integrity ensures that the transaction is recorded as exactly $100 so that no one can change it. Because if the data is changed, trust in the entire banking system will be lost. Another example is software updates. Integrity ensures that the update you download is the original file sent by the developer, not a modified or malware-laden file. Digital signature and hash verification are used to verify this. Another example is the university results system. Integrity ensures that no one can change the results of an exam, neither to increase their own score nor to decrease someone else's. Now let's see how integrity is ensured. Hashing creates a unique fingerprint of the data, which is immediately detected if it is changed. Digital signature ensures that the file came from the original source and has not been changed. Version control and audit logs keep a record of all changes, and checksums verify that the data arrived correctly during file transfer. If integrity is compromised, data can be secretly modified. For example, in a man-in-the-middle attack, an attacker could change payment information. And in the SolarWinds supply chain attack, thousands of systems were attacked by adding malicious code to software updates. The bottom line is that when integrity is compromised, trust in data is also compromised. Availability ensures that authorized users can always access the system and data when needed. Simply put, the system must always be up and running. Suppose a patient comes to the hospital for an emergency. Availability ensures that the doctor can immediately see the patient's medical records. Because if the system is down during an emergency, the patient's life can be at risk. Another example is an e-commerce website. Availability ensures that the website remains operational, even when thousands of customers visit at the same time during a big sale. Because if the site is down, both sales and customer trust are affected. Third example, email service. Suppose you are waiting for a confirmation email for an important job interview. Availability ensures that your email service is working at that time, and you receive that email on time. Now let's see how availability is ensured. Redundancy keeps multiple backup systems, so that even if one is down, the other remains up. Load balancing reduces overload by dividing traffic across different servers. Regular backups help in quick data recovery. DDoS protection protects the server from excessive traffic attacks. And disaster recovery plan helps in quick system restart after a major disaster. If availability is breached, authorized users cannot use the system or data. The most well-known examples of this are DDoS attack and WannaCry ransomware attack, where the system becomes unusable and critical services can also be shut down. Basically, when availability is breached, the service is shut down, the impact of which is immediately visible. One important thing to understand: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. These three don't always work perfectly together. There is often a trade-off between them. For example, if you increase confidentiality too much, meaning you add too much encryption, too many authentication layers, then the system can become difficult and slow to access, which affects availability. On the other hand, if you give availability the highest priority, meaning you want the system to be easily accessible at all times, then you may have to relax some security checks, which puts confidentiality at risk. The job of a good security professional is to find the right balance between these three, according to the specific situation and needs. A military system might give confidentiality the highest priority, but an emergency service might give availability the highest priority. Now let's put the whole concept together with a full case study. Let's say you're using a mobile banking app. Confidentiality comes into play when you log into the app with your password and fingerprint. Only you can see your account balance, not the people around you, not even random bank employees. Integrity comes into play when you send a payment. The system makes sure that the amount you intended to send and the account you intended to send it to is processed exactly as it is. No one is changing the numbers or account numbers in between. Availability comes into play when you can open the app at any time, day or night, to check your balance or make a payment, because the bank's servers are almost always up. Now imagine what happens if any one of these three fails. If confidentiality fails, a hacker can see your account. If integrity fails, your money can go to the wrong place. And if availability fails, you won't be able to access your own money in an emergency. This one example shows why these three principles are equally important and why they are collectively called the Triad, because any two but one are incomplete. So let's summarize what we learned today. Confidentiality ensures that only authorized people can see the data. This is implemented through encryption, access control, and authentication. Integrity ensures that data remains accurate and unchanged. This is implemented through hashing, digital signatures, and audit logs. Availability ensures that the system remains accessible when needed. This is implemented through redundancy, load balancing, and backups. And the most important lesson is, these three principles work together, and the job of a security professional is to create the right balance between them according to the situation. This was a complete breakdown of the CIA Triad with real practical examples. In the next video in this playlist, we'll look at the difference between threat, vulnerability, and risk. These three words are often confused, but they are different things. Subscribe to the channel. We're covering this entire roadmap step by step.